speaking of from good comics to even better comics, let's recommend stuff. Tony, what have you got?
Shall I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've gone back to Fair Spark Books, who, as we all know, are the spin-off company, the sort of brother company to Little Heroes, which is the best comics charity out there. Let's face it. It's the charity that gets comics in the hands of kids who are ill and in hospital.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rackley, who is our pal, and I often introduce him as my publisher, which makes me laugh and makes him just stare at me. I know Andy Hanks is doing it as well, because Andy and I are working on a comic. I don't know if we've told everyone in the world now, but we're working on a comic for Little Heroes. So we both refer to Aaron as our publisher, and Andy Hanks refers to me as his writer and his publisher whenever he's out with us. That makes me laugh. But I'm going to talk about a series that is created by Rob Barnes, who's an American creator, who came to Little Heroes with some story ideas and with some comics called Gallant and Amos. Have you read these yet?
Oh, I haven't read these, but they look great.
They're so good. They're just straight out the gate really good. Sort of fully formed idea. They're 24 pages, full colour, £3 each. There's been 3 issues, I think I'm right in saying, and a 4th and a 5th definitely in the offing. Gallant is a sort of medieval knight stroke warrior, something in the line of Hagar the Horrible or Asterix or something like that. And his mate Amos is a bipedal dragon. So they're both, and they're also both smart Alex. So over the period of the first 3 issues, they get themselves just into sort of scrapes, really. That's the only way you can sort of describe it. They sort of wander about in the countryside. Amos is always hungry and is always looking for food. In the first issue, they come up against some sort of sentient snowmen and then some sort of Area 51 style aliens. In the second issue, Amos and Gallant go to a country inn called... let's say it's a similar name to a famous Golden Arches takeaway. And he said, one of the phrases that made me laugh, he says, he who angers the waiter gets a surprise in his food. You know, but to be fair, I did find that quite funny, but they spend their life sort of bickering. Have you listened to the True Believers podcast? A bit like those two. A bit like Stuart and Andy. But they're like them. They are both funny as well. At the end of issue 2, you begin to see there's a sort of shadowy character who's following them around, and there's beginning to be a bit of an ongoing thread of story through it, which is good and really nice. It's got that sort of glint. I think it's got a little bit of Asterix in it, a little bit of the sort of just funny, not playing down to kids. It's consistent in tone, and the art's on occasion could do with a tiny bit of a polish, but it's pretty good. You know, it follows a through line. The colouring's really good, actually. It's consistent. The storytelling is really good. All the characters, you know exactly who you're looking at as you read it. And it's got a great little map in the back where you can see where they're travelling across the Great Desert and through the Formandale Plains and through the Melslin Lake, and all these got castles and monsters, and it's great fun. I highly recommend it. Go to Fair Spark Books and you'll find a copy. And I'll just follow Little Heroes or Fair Spark Books on Twitter, and you'll get yourself a copy. I've just, although I get sent review copies of these digitally, I just felt that I needed books 1 to 3, so I sent off and bought them myself, and they appeared within like a day. Awesome. So very reliable delivery as well. But yeah, top stuff. He's good. He seems to be a really nice chap, Rob Barnes. I'm really impressed with what he's doing. And awesome. Aaron's making quite a name for himself as a publisher. He's got some really good stuff, including my stuff.
Fair Books are definitely going to be one to watch out for.
I think so. Year. Yeah. Definitely. And they've got an Indiegogo to raise some money. So just get over to Twitter and pledge some money, because it is a great cause.
We're massive
really good.
Of that.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.